Denver 7 On Demand is brought to you by Ferguson and BAC Appliance Center, the best in bath, kitchen, and lighting for your home.
I'm Jacqueline Allen with the latest from Denver 7. We are under a first alert action day, and we want to check in with Chief Meteorologist Mike Nelson, tracking the storms across the state.
Massive storm system, but mostly to the east of Colorado. Tornado watches in Texas, winter storm warnings across the Central Plains. The far eastern plains could have blizzard conditions out near the Kansas border late tonight. Denver's only going to see a dusting of snow, but windy and colder weather. Only 30 for a high on Thursday, only 23 for the high on Friday, back to 30 for Saturday. 40 degrees on Sunday, a chance of some light snow on Monday for New Year's Eve, and a high of 32.
And a temporary custody hearing will be held tomorrow for Kelsey Barrett's young daughter. That much we know. What we aren't being told is who filed it and when. The missing Woodland Park mother is believed dead, and her fiance and father of the child, Patrick Frazee, is considered the prime suspect. It will be tomorrow before we learn if the hearing was requested by Barrett before she went missing, by her family afterwards, or by the Frazee family. As for Patrick Frazee, we expect to know more about the case against him when he appears in court on New Year's Eve. Sancy Shaw should have been spending time with her husband and children today. Instead, she was killed in a crash with a driver troopers say was drunk and stoned. Denver 7's Lance Hernandez shows us how the North Route Community Charter School teacher is being remembered tonight.
She had an incredible way of working with people, of becoming a part of their lives.
Those who know Sancy Shaw, shown here with her 6-year-old daughter Charlie, say she was a friend to everyone. She was a teacher who loved learning.
She loved making the experience of learning fun for everybody around her. And I think she always remembered what it was like to be a kid. And so she let kids be kids.
Shaw died Christmas Eve when an eastbound pickup driven by Sherry Goodard swerved into the westbound lanes on I-70 near Genesee and struck Shaw's SUV head-on. The State Patrol says it believes Goodard was driving under the influence of both alcohol and marijuana. I asked the Shaws about that.
Yeah, I don't think that's something we want to address right now. I think we're focused on our family and we're focused on Charlie, and that's the place we're in right now.
Charlie's Uncle Luke says the 6-year-old was seriously injured. He says she's improving, but still has a long road ahead. The family says their pain is indescribable. They're managing it through strong faith. I asked Shaw's brother Ryan what he wanted people to most remember about his sister.
Just ultimately what Sancy lived her life for, which was for Jesus Christ, and to share that with others and to love her family.
The Shaw family belongs to Anchor Way Church. The pastor there held a prayer meeting this morning.
There's about 150 people here, and we of course hugged and talked and cried, and then we read through Psalm 23 together. And then we spent the majority of time praying, just praying for the Shaws and praying for one another.
An account has been set up at Yampa Valley Bank to help with medical costs for Charlie. Lance Hernandez, Denver 7.
Our hearts go out to that family. The government shutdown is now going 5 days strong, and that means it's been 5 snowy days since any maintenance was done on Rocky Mountain National Park. So that means while you can technically get onto the grounds, the roads are too icy and snow-covered right now to drive. In other words, you're hoofing it. We tried to get an estimate on how much foot traffic the park is seeing, but a spokesperson Auto Email responded that they couldn't answer our email because of the shutdown. Eventually, this shutdown will end and the park will go back to the way it was before. State parks, however, will cost you a little more in the new year. The price of a vehicle day pass for most parks will go up by $1 to $9. Reserving a campsite will cost at least $4 more, although the $10 reservation fee has been axed. And most hunting licenses will also increase by $8. Seniors also now have to pay the same rate to fish. In the past, anyone 65 or older could fish for free. More than 500 high-paying positions are being moved to Lockheed Martin's Jeffco location. Those jobs are coming to us by way of California, and they'll be focused on the Navy's Fleet Ballistic Missile program. Lockheed Martin says it is looking for local talent to fill those roles. Most growth is good for our Colorado, but in some cases it can mean saying goodbye to some traditions and treasures we love, and that goes double for White Fence Farm. As Denver 7's Megan Lopez shows us, the iconic Lakewood restaurant's closure is throwing one business off track.
For a model railroad that's supposed to stay in one place, the Platte Valley and Western Railway sure does seem to move a lot.
We got kicked out of Union Station.
It was evicted about 4 years ago from a place it called home for decades.
We spent 35 years in the basement of Union Station.
Owners found new hope here at the White Fence Farm.
The crowds have been crazy. We got between 100 and 500 people a night.
The railroad is a 501c3, meaning it only makes money from donations, membership dues, and admission. But
Because our scenery isn't complete, we didn't feel we should charge admission.
so it hasn't been collecting money from the hundreds of visitors coming in all the time it's been here. And last month, another hitch. After 45 years,
They decided to close the restaurant.
meaning once again,
You got to saw it apart, knock it apart with a hammer and screwdriver.
this train set is on the move.
We need 1,000 square feet
But here's the catch.
in a area that is got a lot of foot traffic, families.
And they can only afford about $300 a month in rent.
That's hard to find.
They looked in Denver,
Lots of luck in finding space in Denver.
but with the skyrocketing rent,
The economy and real estate is
that didn't work out.
kind of hurting us to find something.
Now they're working with the city of Lakewood. This, the little railroad that could, chugging away to find a new home.
We met with City Council 2 weeks ago.
Because while our Colorado continues to enjoy everything that's new, sometimes the old is worth keeping around.
History, for one. It's the only way kids nowadays learn about how Colorado grew. Colorado grew because of the railroad.
In Lakewood, Megan Lopez, Denver 7.
And that group is meeting with the city again tomorrow to see if they can find the railroad a new home, and we'll let you know how that goes. So what does your Colorado look like? Do you have fond memories of the model train set? Let us know on the Denver Channel Facebook page or email us at ourco@thedenverchannel.com. This has been your Denver 7 On Demand update. Thank you for joining us. Check back here later tonight for another update and download the Denver 7 app for breaking news and alerts. I'm Jacqueline Allen.